I saw all type of comments on Twitter. Oh, the NFL is woke. Oh, the NFL that just the same old story. Hope that his performance goes well. I hope that he drives MAGA up the wall. I hope he speaks Spanish while he's up there, like just rolls the R just as hard as possible. So it looks like Bad Bunny is gonna be the performer at the Super Bowl. He was selected to perform at the Super Bowl. And Bad Bunny, I have heard of him. I have not really listened in detail to his music, but I have heard a few songs by him. He has that sort of like club kind of filler song that comes on music style to him when I think about, you know, my relation to that kind of music. He is Puerto Rican, biggest Latino artist in the world, second most streamed artist in the world. So you're talking about a huge star. He's second to Taylor Swift and right above Drake. This is definitely an international star, definitely worthy of being on the NFL halftime show. I did hear that he is a great performer. There was a lot of blowback to Bad Bunny performing at the halftime show. And you know why there was, okay? You know what's going on in America. I don't like to talk about it because I try to mind my business. But you know, Trump and his people was not feeling the fact that Bad Bunny is going to be performing the Super Bowl. And the reason why, I guess, is because ICE, you know what's been going on with them and how they've been, doing all of these raids and detaining people. Well, Bad Bunny, being from Puerto Rico, being Latino, he decided not to stop in the United States for his tour and instead to do his tour all over the world. He did decide to stop in Puerto Rico, which is part of the US, but not the US proper, and do a concert there, but he wasn't going to do a concert in the US proper, which honestly makes sense. He has a very strong Latino background. So, number one, he doesn't support what's going on here. Number two, his fan base is heavy Latino. He didn't want ICE pulling up to his shows and his concerts. He didn't want to deal with that public spectacle. So I think that it was practical of him to make that decision. But Trump people, they was not feeling that. So I saw all type of comments on Twitter. Oh, the NFL is woke. Oh, the NFL that just the same old story. Now I'm gonna go download Bad Bunny's albums. I'm gonna download them, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to pay for them because of all of what I saw these MAGA folks saying. I feel like the NFL is supposed to be a place where you are like the NFL halftime show is a place where you should be exposed to new music. So hopefully he puts on a really, really good performance, that his performance goes well. I hope that he drives MAGA up the wall. I hope he speaks Spanish while he's up there, like just rolls the R just as hard as possible. I want to see it. I'm excited to see it. I want to see people's reaction to it. I want to see the MAGA folk be real, real mad about it because you know that they will be. And I hope that it's viewed more than any other halftime show in history. Just really pissed them off. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys support him being the pick, or do you think it should have been somebody else? Do you think that somebody else should have been picked? Like, do you like the way that Jay-Z is taking the NFL, because they're the ones that are deciding and having a lot of input with the NFL halftime shows? Do you feel like they're doing a good job with their picks and their decisions? Do you like the direction that Jay-Z is taking it? Let me know. You know what else I heard? I heard that Taylor Swift was actually going to be first pick, but she pulled a funny move. She told the NFL that she would only do it if she owned the rights to the performance. She does not play about her money. That's one thing I realize about her. She's a billionaire now, and she's a billionaire not by selling makeup like Rihanna did, where Rihanna kind of put music to the side and started selling makeup. She didn't do any of that. Or by how Jay-Z became a billionaire by kind of getting into investment and property and stuff like that. She didn't do that either. She became a billionaire off of owning her own music, which a lot of artists don't own their own music, but she owns a lot of her own music. And she has finessed a lot of companies by using her leverage as how big of a deal she is to own her music. So she tried to do the same thing with the NFL. Now, the NFL was not going, because not only did she want to own the video of the performance, which means that she would be deciding when it gets released, how it gets released, like on YouTube platforms. If there was a copyright strike, the copyright strike would have Taylor Swift Inc., not NFL. So they weren't going for that. But on top of that, she wanted to have prime slots on the NFL Super Bowl ad watch list. So, it's a big deal, the ads that play during the Super Bowl, because all the ads are super creative. And the reason why is because they're spending billions of dollars to be able to advertise, hundreds of millions to be able to advertise during that slot, because so many people are watching. Well, she not only wanted to own her performance rights, or she wanted to be able to plug in her albums as a Super Bowl ad without any cost. Now, to a certain degree, I low key feel her a little bit, because one thing that y'all need to know about the NFL is that the NFL does not pay these artists to come and perform. A lot of the decision to come and perform at the NFL is based off a legacy, like being an NFL Super Bowl halftime show performer looks really, really good on you in the long term. It has like a legacy feel to it, and also exposure. Artists who are a little bit lesser, like the Kendrick Lamars, not saying that Kendrick Lamar isn't a star, but when it comes to like the top tippy top of stars like Bad Bunny, Drake, and Taylor Swift, who are the most streamed artists in the world, when it comes to them, this actually can give them an exposure, which is why SZA and Kendrick Lamar immediately afterward went on tour and was selling out stadiums right after their Super Bowl performance. Taylor Swift, she don't need that. She don't need that. And they're not paying. She's already known. There's nobody else that they can expose her to. She's not going to get on stage like with Kendrick Lamar. He got on stage and there was all those TikToks of people showing their grandparents, and their grandparents had a confused face, didn't know who he was. Taylor Swift's not getting on stage and nobody not knowing who she is. Everybody's going to know, black, white, old, young, Latino, whatever. They're all going to know who she is. So it makes sense for her to try to throw her leverage in there a little bit. But let me know what you guys think about this. Do you guys think that Bad Bunny was a good pick to put in the Super Bowl?